What is a routine that you recommend to your clients as far as quieting the world and connecting with their inner spirit? Do you have like a routine that you kind of?
That I recommend? I
Yeah.
recommend, well, first to just slow down. Slow
Ah,
down. It's so simple, right? I mean, just slow down, take some time to really think about where you want to be. Like, where do you want to go? Do you want to disappear from the outside world? Do you want to go in your room? Do you want to create a space that's outside, like, in the middle of a field, or under a tree, or where do you want to be? And then go there, but go there slowly. Like, just, it's not a place like, oh, I got to get there, like I've got to be there. Just glide there, flow there. And then whatever you want to do while you're there, it's not really a routine. I mean, because you put so much expectations, like I have to do this root thing every single day, and it has to be the same, or it has to be this, that, and the other. And then it kind of gets monotonous. It kind of gets like a chore, and then it loses its magic. So, like, if you feel that day and that time that you've carved out for yourself, and that slowdown that you want to today journal, tomorrow listen to jazz music, and you know stare at a candle for an hour. I mean, whatever it is that you want to do, whatever you feel, because when you ask yourself, what do I really need today, it's never going to be the same. So don't feel guilty for not having this rigid routine, because that's not, life is meant to be, enjoyed, just at a whim, whatever you feel, and connecting to your spirit and your feeling, whatever you need at that time. So yeah,
I
slow down
totally
is the biggest thing.
I totally agree with that. And I love that you're saying this because, I talk to so many people between, doing this new podcast that I'm launching. Thank you for being here. And then just other, podcasts that I have created in the past that are still running. With individuals that I have interviewed, what works for each person works for that person, and that's awesome. But I love when I meet people like you who are really in tune with the fact that to keep a routine continuously for months and then years for it to actually work, it's not reality. It just isn't reality. And I love that you're like, if you want to do this one day or this one day, whatever it is, just do it slowly. That resonates so much with me because there's all this heaviness of you have to meditate every day, you have to stretch every day, you have to read 10 minutes a day every day. It becomes like what you were saying, becomes like heavy. It becomes a chore, it becomes like a responsibility, and it's no longer fun.
Yeah, no, yeah. And then it becomes an expectation that you put on
Yeah.
yourself, and this expectation that you're going to be a failure at it. And you shouldn't fail at self-care, and it shouldn't be rigid, or, like this thing that, like, you have to show up to every single day. As long as you have a time at any time, it doesn't even have to be the same time every day, right? So if you need it in the morning, one morning, and that's when you need it, and you have it, then take it. And then if you need it in the evening another day, then take it. Because, I mean, as we learn and as we grow and as we evolve through life, things are meant to change. We're not meant to be the same as we were in high school, or before we became mothers, or business owners, or career-minded people. Like, we're not meant to be that way. And as we go in through further in our lives, I'm sure, you don't want to really be in the same place, because that will mean that you know what I mean, the evolvement of life and the human journey, has come to a standstill, right? So
Yep.
yeah, just
100%.
glide, just, take it easy, because your timeline is not like my timeline, and I don't have to be, it's not a race with anybody else, and or even with yourself, where there's no race, because time will pass without you even controlling it, right? So yeah.
Definitely, definitely.